My favorite moment in DREAMWAVE Wrestling was the night that Acid and Prince Ali clashed for the final time. And it was the emotion. The reason it was my favorite, just the raw emotion. It wasn't two guys that hated each other. It was two athletes at the top of their game, putting it all on the line one last time. And for me, no one will ever be able to touch that moment. No one can get to that level ever again. That night, those two put it all on the line. Everyone out there knows it, and everyone in the locker room knows it.
You know, I've been here a long time, and I think about like memories that stand out to me with DREAMWAVE Wrestling. You know, a bunch of memories come to me, but one in particular does, and that's the feud between Waylon Beck and Justin McIntyre. I mean, as a fan, taking myself out of wrestling and watching as a fan, I was just so enthralled with their feud. Everything from storytelling to the action to the way they made you hold on from show to show to show. You want to know what's going to happen next. And when I look at back DREAMWAVE, yeah, there's been crazy matches and crazy characters and crazy stories, but Waylon Beck versus Justin McIntyre, that was top notch to me.
I can start now? Are you absolutely sure? Okay, nah, I'm just being myself on natural camera, dude. That's all it is. Alright, so I've been asked here to give my favoriteest moments in DREAMWAVE Wrestling. It's too many to count. Okay, oh, wait, I got it. Okay, so if I had to pick a favorite moment, this would be it. The match against Ali and Acid, when it was career versus career. Like, still to this day, I don't think there's any possible match that DREAMWAVE can produce that's going to have that type of level of competition, that type of intensity, that just not only drags the fans in, but also the wrestlers from the back as well. I mean, even when the match ended, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. So if I had to pick a match for a moment, that would definitely be it. So.
Well, when I was asked what my favorite DREAMWAVE match would be, it probably isn't even a match, it's a moment. It's a moment I shared with somebody. I was standing in the ring, getting ready to face Justin McIntyre Anniversary. The crowd hated Justin McIntyre and they loved Waylon, like they always did. And then the music hit, the lights went out, and Acid started walking. I'm getting goosebumps right now, just talking about it. Just talking about it's giving me goosebumps. Acid walks to the ring, and it was like time stopped. I just got to watch the crowd fall in love with what I was in the ring doing. We shared that moment, and I'll, for the rest of my life, never, ever forget it. I am grateful for that. That was my dream moment.
Whenever you're ready.
My favorite moment in DREAMWAVE Wrestling to this point, actually there's two, but the first one would be, I hate to say it, Christian Ruggles winning the title, and just to see how the people and him finally got, I guess, some gratification. But the biggest moment wasn't even with the fans per se, but it was one fan. And when I saw Diamond Dallas Page and Jake the Snake Roberts talk to this young lady and encourage her about all the things that were going on wrong in her life. And I've never seen two guys that they've been to the pinnacle up top. And they didn't have to reach their hand out and talk to her. They could have brushed her off or just gave her fake compliments and smiles. But to see them outside of this building and to see that they cared and they meant a lot for me, and just a proud moment to know that in a little small piece I was associated with those two. So that's my favorite moment.
My favorite moment in DREAMWAVE Wrestling would have to be a match from last year's anniversary. A match between Marche Rocket and Prince Ali. The first one was my favorite, even though I was actually a part of the second one. But no, this was one of the few matches where, I chose to sit in the crowd. I sat all the way in the back and just watched it start to finish, and I was just blown away. It was one of those matches where even I felt like a fan. And I don't think it's the best match just in Dreamwave. I think it's easily one of my favorite matches, one of the best matches that I've ever seen, period. WWE included. And, it's just a perfect example of, the quality that Dreamwave brings to the independent wrestling table. Two guys with an ass load of talent and drive and passion. And I just never seen it really done better than that. I'd put that match up against any others.